Hello everybody. During the First World War, Amadeo Modigliani, the painter, had an intense, passionate relationship with Beatrice Hastings. And during this 2-year period, he painted her, the experts think, something like 14 times. But recently research has discovered another painting of her, not previously known, which was underneath a painting which he painted in 1917 after the affair ended. A portrait of a girl hanging in the Tate has been analysed, and underneath the surface of the picture that you see is a picture of Beatrice Hastings. It's as if he wanted to blot out her image and replace it with another. And I hope you won't think I'm taking the metaphor too far in suggesting that perhaps this is an image for us of what we try to do sometimes about an event or a relationship or an action which we afterwards regret. We try and blot it out, we try and cover it over, we try and forget it, and it doesn't work often. It's still there, festering inside us. We can't make amends for it often, and if we try to, doesn't work, because doing things out of guilt is not a helpful thing to do. And we certainly don't want to let it fester away inside us. We can talk to somebody about it. I think often that's the way, not to go over it and over it and over it with different people, and that kind of embeds it in our minds, but to find one person that we can really share the details of this sense of shame or embarrassment or regret that we have can be a really healing process. We don't want the person to say, oh, there, it doesn't really matter, because actually it does to us, it's important. But what we want them to say is, yes, it's serious, but you are still okay. I still love you, we want them to say, and you're still a lovable person capable of loving actions. They can't forgive us either, because they're not the person that we offended or we hurt or was part of this relationship. But they can help us to forgive ourselves, and of course that's where the heart of it lies. We need to learn that in spite of probably most of our lives, many such things, flawed behaviour, we are still lovable people, and we are still capable of loving. And I think this is where our relationship with God comes in, because sometimes we don't have a friend of the kind I've just described that we can tell, or even if we have, it's helpful also to have this open, frank relationship with God, where we explore the issue that worries us, that is causing us regret, and share it with God. And similarly, God can't forgive us in the sense of God may have been upset by what we did, but God wasn't the victim of what we did. So God can't forgive us in the sense that the person that we hurt could. What I think we mean when we say that God forgives us in that kind of situation is that God, like the good friend, will say to us, you're still lovable. You may be flawed, but I love you, and you're still going to go on being a loving person with my help and support. And so I think that's a way that we can deal with these things that go around in our heads, memories of the past that we rather regret. Take them to a friend, take them to God, and allow them to convince you that you can forgive yourself and go on being loving in spite of it.